The end of an era in Georgia. This was the last holdout for any Sears and Kmart based properties in the state, and I wonder how long it is until they're all gone. This video is the second part to the end of Sears in Georgia. Come with me on this journey into something amazing but sad. First, I want to start off with saying thank you to my subscribers, Patreon supporters, and Mall Statics crew. This would not be possible without y'all. And this video features guest appearances by my friends Sheetnomics, Electric Guava, and Neon Nancy Boy. I hope y'all enjoy this second part to this Mall Aesthetics presentation.
$1,500?
Yeah. They said there were $1,500 price tag on it, $300 worth of tools in it. Yeah, no.
He still want his money somehow. Whatever the hell Sears owner name is.
Pass. Yeah. It's licensed now.
They sold out keyboard.
Yep. Oh, so there are black cards here. I didn't even notice those.
He said $20 for that one.
Yep. This tour covers the last several visits to the closing Sears, located in Georgia, at Town Center Mall in Kennesaw. As you can see in this first bit of video from the 6th of July, there's still a considerable amount of merchandise on the floor. At this point, they are just starting to get various fixtures onto the floor en masse on the first floor on here, and things are starting to look a little bit bare, but not too much. The second floor, on the other hand, it's a bit more stark, as you can see in front of the former photo studio, which at the time I went in and decided to poke around, and it's loaded with fixtures, and there's some other things in there from a bygone era, memories that were had there, all the photos taken, all the fun being used as storage. Smile for the camera. Need some office supplies? Because they had them. Hell, look at all the filing cabinets that were available at the time. They quickly went. But, moving on. A month later, this is August 4th of 2000, I return. And going inside, it is very obvious that they're now considerably more cleared out. And there's whole sections blocked off, both on the lower and upper levels. fixtures have been sold by now. And one thing I wish I could have gotten was the old security TVs, like pure vaporwave aesthetic. But they're owned by the Sears Corporation, which is separate from Sears. Well, Transformco, owned by Fast Eddie. The music echoes into a mostly empty space now. Well, the sea of fixtures. Across the couple of days that I visited, I talked to a couple of the people that work there. One of them was an older lady that was retiring after this, as she's worked for the company for well over 20 years and started at the Kmart in Marietta off of Roswell Road by the Big Chicken. A lot of sadness from the employees, and it was depressing. Sure, there were numerous temporary workers that were there. Very nice to me and my friends, helping me out with getting fixtures, helping get my friends fixtures. They're really awesome about stuff, including the assistant manager. Thank you so much for helping us out. From here you can see some bags of office supplies that they're trying to sell. And Sears lanyards with the message, "Remember us." Needless to say, I picked up a whole bunch of them over the time, and well, the mannequins that were there, you could see some butts. Yeah, a couple of us got some. I have one sitting in my room right now. It's sitting on the fireplace. It's amazing. But going back to the remember us bit, I honestly don't think anybody of this or past living generations will truly forget Sears or even Kmart. Thankfully, there's a lot of people out there preserving this either physically or digitally. There's some great people in the retail communities. But future generations, how will this be remembered? How will it be preserved? Will it just be a footnote in retail history? It's very likely. We shall see, though. Closed? Is that a challenge? I think that is a challenge. As you can see, the former auto area is completely shut off and closed, but, well, here I go causing some shenanigans. Moving on to the second floor, as mentioned earlier, there is considerable areas blocked off, including the now Orchard Stew. Those letters were like that even before the area was emptied out and uncovered. If all the letters were there, I would have bought all of them. Unfortunately, that was not the case. And they're probably still stuck up there even to this day. One thing, though, that there's plenty of are rugs. Yep. The rug salesman is still there. And has a considerable amount of stuff that's out on display for sale. And I eventually saw same stuff when I went to a couple different JCPenney liquidations in 2000. There's still A little bit of stuff up here. But caution tape is everywhere. A lot of the office supply fixtures are now long gone. And by that time, there's only a couple of baskets left. Which I got them. Hell, I use them for going shopping at like Aldi and Costco. It's really useful. But again, emptiness. Just like the photo studio now. Yeah, they're allowing the selling of non-branded stuff. Yeah. They said no. While there is a quick peek in stockroom, I didn't really have a chance to explore. Remember those butts I told you about earlier? That was the day we got them. I think it was like, what, 7? But again, the people that were selling fixtures to us were very nice and very accommodating. And that was really cool. Even though it's just been a couple days. Yeah, it looks more or less the same than when I was here a couple days ago. Well, except a lot less stuff now. Less. Yeah. Yeah, they're clearing out a lot of stuff already. Yeah. So you remember how I said I would be getting to some shenanigans? And also how I mentioned the auto center? Well, I decided to sneak in with a couple friends. You can see some of the back storage areas for the auto center, which are very barren. Hell, some of the entry areas, I think that was for the receiving. It is really something to go back into the storage area. Yeah. Also, watch out for flying dinguses. While pretty empty, got to see a whole auto center with a dumpster partially filled with scrap metal. And this is actually the first Sears auto that I've been able to completely explore. I mean, yeah, there was Gwinnett Place Mall when that Sears closed, but really, there was someone there that scared the hell out of me, and I'm like, hell to the no. Then there's North Lake Mall, which I covered in an Urbex Atlanta episode. And that's pretty much it. Now on this last bit of the trip, I returned on August 11th during the fixture sales. Actually, the very last day for fixture pickup. So, everything is pretty much gone except for a couple things that were either nobody bought or people were going to pick up for cash in hand. But at this point in time, I was the last person there getting stuff. Couple last places that I got into to just get video of and pictures were the employee areas, which Kennesaw Kings for Sears. No more. And it's a real shame. And one last time, I do want to thank the assistant manager. His name escapes me. Said that I was free to film and take pictures. And managed to do that and go through pretty much the whole store. And I am not sure what this exactly was beforehand. But if I was to take a guess, that may have been the original mattress section, maybe? I'm not entirely sure. If someone could help shed some light on this, it would be amazing. And then this little section right here, I'm also not entirely sure what it may have been at one point in time. There's nothing to really show of it, and even in part 1 there really wasn't anything to indicate what it may have been. And we return one last time to the optical center. Oh, Sears Optical. All the Sears lettering gone, unfortunately. The management was made to take down the Sears lettering. I know numerous people that wanted it. As much as I want to get it, I couldn't. And all that's left up here is some desks, some, well, displays. I do wonder if some of that stuff is still sitting in there or not, or if it actually got cleared out. I do go into a couple of the hardlines sections. I think it's called hardlines, or is it soft lines? I don't remember, but that was for the appliance area. And yeah, it's just so much emptiness here. It's something to behold that this location opened up 1986 as an original anchor to Town Center Mall, which makes it as old as I am up to that point that it closed. Over 30 years of Sears in Kennesaw, now gone. While there are hometown stores and, well, just franchised stuff that's has a Sears in name only in the state of Georgia, there are no more Sears left in the state. And from my understanding, there's even more closing now, along with some Kmarts, which, when I made the introduction for this video back in September of 2000, we will see what happens to the brand Sears and Kmart. Will it survive 2011? That's a damn good question. But at least it survives in a preserved format for others to see, watch, and observe. The downfall of this company, one store at a time. Thankfully, while people like me are preserving this digitally, there's some of us that have been buying fixtures, have been buying various stuff, and there's decent sized online communities for that now. And it's good that people are interested in this, and I keep seeing more and more just enjoying retail. Is it an obsession? Nah. Fixation? Someone like me? Yeah. Because it ties into our personal histories. And there's a lot of stuff closing, even into this year. And this is adventure for people like me, and have fun, and be able to collect some things. And some of y'all know I have a whole bunch of signage from this store that's sitting in a storage locker right now. Just have something for a reminder of Sears. While I was not lucky enough to be able to get the one from Northfield Square Mall up in Illinois, which is one of my hometown malls, this is one of my hometown malls now. And yeah, things to remember. I will be back with more adventures, and I'll see y'all around with my closing JCPenney videos. If you're at this point in the video still watching, still listening, thank you. Thank you for watching. I will be back with more Mall Aesthetics presentations in the future. It is a pleasure. Goodbye for now.